Okay, welcome back to Nioh 2. Ruin Draws Near, Part 2. And, yeah. I hate to move the goalpost again, but I think I may have run into what is in fact the worst boss in all of Nioh 2. And I know I'm not the only one who's saying it because I looked it up, and yeah. Other people are having trouble with this one, and it is Katsui Shibata, who's been possessed and turned into 4 times his size into a giant hog yokai with freaking fire axes, and I've been having so much trouble with this guy. He takes up half the room, he never stops charging, he has very few gimmicks to... Well, he's a gimmick boss, that's for sure, but there's, like, no way to honestly get him in ways that I've tried, so I couldn't fight him anymore, even if I wanted to, because I ran out of elixirs and Ochoko cups, and as of last night, I have since gone back, replaying old missions to try and restock myself, and I'm gonna try not to abuse my elixirs in the process, because I have less of those than I do Ochoko cups at the moment. And I've consulted with a friend on Twitter who's already beaten the game, and he said to not even bother relying on high stance, but to go for primarily low or middle. And also I've looked up other people who say poison is his big weakness, so I'm going to try that. And also prioritize slow and key damage. So this is a tough one. I really don't like this one. If anything, Katsui Shibata is basically... He's basically the bosses from the DLC expansions to Nioh 1 on crack. Like, everything I hated about Date Masamune and Sanada from those DLCs, that he pretty much is. Just taller and fatter and even more annoying. And unlike Sanada, there's no part of the environment for me to exploit him in order to get away from him. So I'm having a lot of I've been having trouble with this one, and I'm hoping... I just went through the entire level to get back here, so I'm gonna try to do what I can, best I can, to try and whittle him down like a freaking mosquito, much as I don't want to. I'd much prefer hammering him with, like, super fast, but obviously that's not working, even if it actually helped me twice. I almost beat him 2 times, but no matter what I do, he whittles my ki away, and I just can't do anything. And I've also been told that I actually have to block his charges, or at the very least dodge through him, not away from him. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I've also been trying to practice with Feral, and I think I'm getting better at it. Oh my god, blocking actually works. Poison's also doing a lot of damage. Uh-oh, here comes the worst part. dead. Well, I did much better this time, which is good news. The bad news is, his grabs are stupid. I died. That was the problem this time. So, I actually do feel like I'm getting somewhere this time. I just need to be careful not to overdo myself. Fuck. Why can't the character just stay on the freaking ramp? Come on, give me 3 and above already. That's also one of his worst attacks. Breaking his horns also seems to do a lot of damage. Couldn't dodge in time. I fucking hate that grab attack. It is so bad. At least with Nobunaga, it was close range. This guy's impossible. You know, at least even with the bosses I don't like up until now, at least there was some form of exploitable weakness that I could take advantage of. With this guy, it's like, you either got it or you don't, and I most certainly don't. Because this boss is so painfully unbalanced, it's nuts. Did I just wake up a Revenant, a blue-red guy by accident? I did. I'm a fucking dumbass. And I almost beat him that one time too, but no, I had to get afflicted by fucking fire. And of course, there's nobody level 3. Every time he does that, I can't do anything. He gets fire on the ground. I'm completely exposed. I don't know what to do. And he takes out the AI characters in like 2 fucking seconds. Oh, no wonder. Oh, it's now 3 Ochako cups rather than 1. That's fair. Since when? I love how I block it and I don't even get, and I still get hit. And the AI is dead, again. Can't hit him because he keeps doing that awful shit. again. I almost had him that time, but he keeps... It's those swings of his. Every time he does those, I can barely get through them. Of course he does. Of course he draws a grab attack, because why would he do anything else? I hate his spin attack. I hate his grab, I hate his charge, I hate his spin attack, I hate everything about him. This is the worst boss in the whole game. It's not even a contest anymore. And the AI can barely... And the Acolytes can barely do anything. Which makes me wonder why they're even in this game at this point. I just wasted that because I'm a fucking idiot. Tried to fucking dodge. Okay. Dodge. Come on, come on, come on, come on. dead because I dodged into the fucking flame. You know, I'm trying to hit him with the feral, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It only seems to work whenever a melee attack happens, and even then, it's barely reliable. Cannot find the slow. Where the fuck is slow? Oh, it's already leveled up. Fuck. Already leveled that up, so that's useless. I almost had him, and the Odachi seemed to do more damage. So I'm getting somewhere, I suppose. It's just trying to keep the key up that I'm having issues with. That and the AI can barely hold itself together. Tried to get out of the way. You know what? Kill me. Kill me. The fucking flame on the floor. It's so... Flame on the floor every time. So bad. So annoying. So fun. So fun. I'm glad I bought this game. Team Ninja, what the fuck am I gonna do with you? I love you and I hate you. And I love to hate you. And I hate to love you. But I would love you even more if you honestly knew how to build a boss that was not as cheap as this and was actually balanced. I love how the AI is so incompetent it cannot even block. It's that attack that he does. Press the button, why won't it work? Of course it grabs me. I do not want the long sword. Come on. Come on. Come on! Got him! Oh my god. What an awful, awful boss fight. I fucking hate it. Fuck you, Team Ninja. Fuck you. I hope you'll learn from this. This is so bad. That's right. Fuck you, you overgrown piece of shit. Ugh. I'm just humiliating him right now because I'm so glad this is over. Oh my god. I hope this is the end of the bullshit bosses. Is that like the second husband she's lost now? Well, at least he's regained his senses again, sort of. Ah, pigs. Great. Yeah, they got him, and he turned himself into a monster with the stones. Poor Oichi. Freaking piggies. Ugh. That's the second time. That sucks. Two in a row. First Nagamasa, now Katsui. Uh-oh. Ugh. She couldn't take it anymore. Yeah, I looked it up, if I recall correctly. Both Oichi and her second husband, I want to say it was Katsuie Oichi. Yeah, died in 1583 in Kitanosho Castle. And she was married to Katsuye Shibata as her second marriage, and I think they both died at the same time. As Hideyoshi's army laid siege to the castle, Katsuye employed Oichi to flee with her daughters and seek Hideyoshi's protection. She refused and insisted on dying with her husband after their daughters were sent away. And Oichi raised all three of them and took one of them, Chacha, as a consort, which is how Hideyori came around. So yeah, they both died. Her two husbands, and she couldn't do it. She couldn't leave after losing the first one, so they both died. That sucks. What really sucks is I would have loved to have faced Katsuye in a fair duel. Instead, we ended up getting this bullshit, which makes it all the more, which kind of adds insult to the tragedy. Sasao. Sao? I don't know, and I don't care. And yeah, apparently you do fight him again in a submission, which I am not happy about either. What happened to Katsuye and Oichi is most unfortunate, but simply mourning them won't get us any closer to striking back at Tokichiro. The most sound strategy would be withdrawing from here for now and trying to link up with the Tokugawa forces. And fear not, I will accompany you. What we really need to do is forge ahead. Looking back won't get us anywhere. Missions added. A lot of missions added to the dojo. Two Faces of Hospitality, 91. think I also have a bunch of T's, if I recall.
どれ、わしが見定めて信ぜよ。
That's an ugly one. I'll be surprised if he doesn't call it trash. He likes it. Well, I guess my taste is trash then. Katade. Another round one. Seto Bunrin. Another triangular one like one I already have. Didn't impress him like the first one did. Katade, hard hand, is a type of Korean tea bowl that gets its name from its surface, which is hard to the touch and feels hard on the eyes. These bowls are made of semi-porcelain and characterized by a light blue glaze painted over a grayish-white base. Seto Bunrin, made in Seto. I think I already have this one. Yep. I can now do these. Holy crap, I've barely used the axe. Or the Kusarigama. I'm gonna have to go and use these. Go practice with these. No choice. Or at least I can do them now. Freaking pigs. Oh, come on, really? What am I, a slaughterhouse? Go away. Go feed your babies somewhere else. Yeah, I admit, that was... I like that level in terms of theme and layout. And, also the final story bit was touching. But that boss fight just sucked. There have been cases where I hate the level, but I love the boss fight. In this case, I love the level, but hate the boss fight. If that even makes any sense. So yeah, I did bigger damage with the Odachi, but I kept it at low stance and just pecked away at him with poison. And also I really, even though it's a little wonky to use because of the wind-up time to use it, throwing the whip and in order to get the top going, I actually really like Kasha's yokai ability. What with the whole spinning wheel and the fact that the one I actually got drains health from any enemies it touches. So that's a nice trick. I like it. A little slow in the wind up, like I said, but it's good. I did the Anenra. I fought an Anenra again in a Twilight mission in order to grind for cups and health packs. Enenra is sometimes linked to Enma, the god of hell in Buddhist mythology. It is said to appear in a wreath of hellfire licked by scorching flames so hot a human would instantly be burned to ash. One wonders if a douse of ice-cold water may be enough to gain the upper hand in battle against this fiery yokai. Nioh Sasao is an ancient boar that is said to have gained supernatural powers over its many years of living, its immense age apparent by counting the dwarf bamboo stalks that grow on its back. Since the Jomon period, the wild boar has been worshipped by a symbol of childbirth and beautiful harvest due to its ability to produce many offspring. Others worship it as a symbol of the power of nature, its ferocious strength and sharp tusks reminding them how savage nature can be. While the worship of boars has become less common over time, several legends of boars have come to the aid of humans remain. One example is the tale of Wake no Kiyomaro, a nobleman of the late Nara period, who is famous for foiling the plans of the monk Dokyo, who tried tricking his way into the position of emperor. It is said that a boar saved Wake no Kiyomaro, who Dokyo attempted to assassinate him in retaliation at the shrine that is dedicated to Kiyomaro. The traditional lion dog statues that guard a Shinto shrine are replaced by statues of boars instead. The lion dog, the Shinto, Shiza. What King Caesar is in the Godzilla movies. Well, it really should be called King Shiza, because that's what he really is, not Caesar. Like Julius Caesar. I don't know why they named it that in the dubs. You kept Ghidorah and all the other ones, but you couldn't keep Shiza? I don't know. It was the 70s. Oichi loses both her brother and sister-in-law during the tragic events that unfolded at Honnoji. Unable to bear her profound sorrow, she confides in the protagonist, hoping that they will forge a path to a world that is no longer ravaged by war. Oichi goes on to marry a second time to Shibata Katsuye. However, when Tokichiro attacks Kitanosho Castle, she is forced to watch her husband die for the second time. Finally losing her will to live, Oichi takes her own life before the protagonist can stop her. She couldn't take it anymore, and her three girls survived. Well, 2 out of those 3 anyway, as far as I know. Because, Chacha would die in the Siege of Osaka, both in real life and in this game series. I think she also had at least 2 sons. I know one of them died. Saito still has the thing on him. Shibata. With the events that transpire in Honnoji, Tokichiro's ambitions are laid bare, and Katsuye marries Oichi, Nobunaga's younger sister. In the conflict that ensues between Katsuye and Tokichiro, Katsuye finds himself surrounded by the enemy in Kitanosho Castle. Backed into a corner with no alternative in sight, Katsuye uses the Spirit Stones to protect Oichi, transforming it into a yokai. Unable to tell friend from foe, Katsuye attacks the protagonist who has come to help him and is fatally wounded in combat. On the verge of death, he entrusts the protagonist for what is most important to him and apologizes to Oichi before breathing his last. Tragedy, ain't it? It really is. Hattori Hanzo. After Tokichiro's forces defeat Akechi Mitsuhide on Mount Tenno, they immediately launch an attack on the Tokugawa army stationed in Sakai. As the Tokugawa forces beat a hasty retreat, Hanzo stays behind in order to prevent Tokichiro's forces Tokichiro's forces from pursuing his master. At this point, he encounters the protagonist, who he initially believes to be a remnant of Tokichiro's forces, and he soon realizes his mistake and lowers his spear. But the protagonist, now loyal to Ieyasu, Hanzo decides they should join forces. Good to join up with an old friend. So yeah, I actually have grown, now that I've gotten more practice with it, I actually do have grown a little more fond of the feral shift. It just requires some getting used to, because apparently it's a little finicky. You have to like if you're too far away, the dodge is just gonna dodge, unless it's at the moment of contact with an attack. It's like a real attack, not the flaming fire bullshit that Katsuye was doing. Then it'll actually hit a guy. So yeah. Yeah, she couldn't take it no more. 2 husbands down. She couldn't bear it. And I can level up. Thank you, Lord. But what 2 I want to level up? That is the question. I'll get 24. Make it even. Clear out my inventory. Well, good news is thanks to some outside help and tips, I was able to finally do it. So, yeah. Poison and low stance. That's and whatever spirit suits your fancy. Personally, I think the ferals is better, because at least you can avoid the attacks those, whereas the Phantom cannot do that. She's forced to take it. And the Brute, well, the Brute can still hit, but she is still forced to take it as well. So I think the Phantom may be the better choice at the end of the day. Okay. Poison I like. Sloth I like. I either want that or the debuffs. Okay. One down. Okuni's research. Oh, the dancer. Kabuki dancer. So what do I gotta do now is do all the various stuff. So what do I gotta do? I got to do sword, axe most definitely, Kusarigama's. I'm almost there with the glaive. And some other ones. So yeah. I'm going to... Oh, wait a minute. Let's explore a bit, since... Okay, where was it? It was right there, you silly game. I really hate how overly narrow it is. Come on. A sacred brush found in Amanohashidate. A sandbar that is considered one of the three views of Japan, a collection of Japan's most celebrated sites. It has long been lauded for its beauty, appearing in many songs that sing its praises. In the Japanese creation myth, it is said to be the heavenly bridge that allowed Izanami and Izanagi to descend from the heavens to the earth. Yeah, the two major Japanese creation gods. The two main creator gods of Japanese mythology, where they placed like a spear or something into the ocean, and out came came Japan. Divine branch found in Ise Shrine, the most revered shrine in all of Japan. Its main enshrined deity is Amaterasu. Hokami, anyone? A god with ancient ties to the imperial family who acts as their guardian. You know, they say that the imperial family is blood related to Amaterasu, and as of right now, they are the longest. The Japanese imperial family is the longest reigning monarchy in the world. More so than like they're the same family. If through blood and everything. So as of right now, no other civilization can have that claim, because there's always been you know, coups d'etats and overthrows that have come and replaced the old line. China had some very long dynasties, but a lot of them ended up getting overthrown by another family or person altogether. Whereas Japan, it's been like the same family for years. Generations upon generations. You can't eat hell. You can't say the same for Europe either. Prayer breeds found in Kanazawa Castle, built in Kaga Province, though it was originally a temple known as Oyama Gobo. Oyama Gobo served as a base for the disciples of Honganji until it was captured by Sakuma Morimasa. The castle was eventually built on the old temple grounds. Nice little geography and history lesson. I think more opens up as the levels go on. Blood-tainted samurai. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is go back and beat this Twilight mission, and then among others, so I can get the other weapons going. So the ones I need are... let me redo it. Regular katana. Axes and hammers. Kusarigama. The switchglaive, which I'm almost done with. And the hatchets. And then they'll be all unlocked, and I'll come and do them. And of course, we got another main mission here, side mission there, and of course the one that's all the way back in Dawn. Master of the Three Evils. I have a bad feeling about this one. So, that'll do it for this stream. Well, considering that Monster Hunter World Iceborne got updated today with Master Rank Cove, I think I'm gonna come back and do that later. For the rest of the day, off screen, I think I'm just gonna go back and start grinding up those dojo levels so I can get those out of the way. And not be bothered by them ever again. So, that's what I'm gonna do. And when I come back, we'll of course do the side missions that are required to do them. And of course, we'll do those dojo missions first. So that way we show off who they are and what stuff we get out of them. So that'll do it for this part. Glad to finally be over and done with this mission. That was abysmal. And I'll see y'all later. Bye. And hopefully we never run into another one like that ever again.